Hi, friends. It's Misty. How are you today? I know I've been on for a while, but I'm happy to say that I'm finally settled. Yay! This is my new house. Isn't it great? I love it. So happy. I know there's an echo, maybe, but that's because my house is pretty empty. But that's okay because it's where I live and I'm happy. I'm very happy to be where I am. Very happy that I'm secure and I'm safe. I'm very happy to have new surroundings. It's wonderful. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited too. I hope you're having a great day. I am too. I'm having a really great day. I'm having a relaxed day today, and that's okay. So, as always, I brought my cuddles with me. My cuddles moves with me. Didn't you move with me, cuddles? Yes, my cuddles move with me. I'm not going anywhere without my cuddles. My son gave me this bear for, he said, Mother's Day. It's my cuddles. And I'm going to take him everywhere with me. He always has hair in his eyes, though. But that's okay. So how do you like the new house, cuddles? You like it? You like it better than the other one? You don't know? Well, I do. I like it better than the other one. How about that? Okay. Um, well, we moved into a new house. So we have to read a story about new houses or about moving on to something new, I guess. So the story that I picked is the Three Little Pigs. I picked that one. You like that one? Oh, you're excited. Oh, that's great. I'm happy that you like that story because I do too. And the reason why I picked it is because one of the pigs builds a forever home. Yeah, so let's read about it and find out which pig built a forever home and what happened on the way with the other pigs in their homes. Because there's three pigs, there's three brothers. And we have to find out what happens with all three of them. Do you know what happens to all three of them, Cuddles? You don't? I do. That's why I picked this story. Because I've already been through the stuff that the first two brothers went through. So maybe this time I could be like the last brother and be successful. Oh, Cuddles. Mm, I'm acting silly, huh? Yeah, it's okay. So really fast story about my earrings. I like these, but I was saving these for a very, very special occasion. Other than now, but I didn't have a pair of earrings to wear. I lost one of my other heart earrings. Yes, I did. And then I have another pair of earrings in the car, and I only have one of those too. Yes. So I didn't have a pair to wear. So I had to wear these so that I could wear a matching pair. I don't like to be mismatched. I don't. That's just something about me. I just like to be, I guess, I don't know what the word would be. I don't want to say perfect because no one is. Um, I want to say uh symmetrical, maybe like matching, like even. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like to be even. Like I wouldn't want to have one earring over here and then a different one over there. I would like to have the same. I like to wear a pair, like you're supposed to. If the pair was mismatched, then that's what I would wear. But the pair is the same. Well, one earring has a blue leaf on it and the other one doesn't. But I like them. And I'm still saving these for my special occasion. I just really had to wear these because I didn't have a pair for you guys to wear. So I want to make sure I look nice. Um, so today we're reading the story of the three little pigs. Do you want to sit with me, Cuddles? Okay, that's fine. I love when you sit with me, Cuddles. Oh, kiss me. Thank you, Cuddles. I needed that. All right, so let's read our story. You got me blushing, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Cuddles. I needed that little encouragement, baby. All right. This story is called The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, three little pigs left their mother's home and went out into the world. One was a lively little pig who liked to dance, and one was a happy little pig who liked to sing la la la. And one was a smart little pig who remembered that the wolf was always about. You know the wolf was out there already. Soon the little pigs met a peddler haul- hauling straw. The first little pig said, "Please, sir, give me some straw so I can build a house." The peddler gave him some straw and the little pig built his house. But straw is flimsy, so the little house was not sturdy. The second little pig, this one right here, the straw, excuse me. The second little pig waited until a peddler hauling sticks came along. "Please, sir," he said, "give me some sticks so I can build a wooden house." The peddler gave him some sticks, and the second little pig built a house. But some of the sticks came loose. The new little house almost tumbled down. Cuddles, the house almost came down. So what are they going to do? Let's find out. How about that? Then the third little pig waited until a peddler hauling bricks came along. Then he said, "Please, sir, give me some bricks so I can build a house." The peddler gave him some bricks. The third little pig built a strong brick house. It had a thick door and a big chimney. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. This one here. Isn't that cool, Cuddles? Very cool. All right, let's finish reading. The little, the three little pigs had just finished their houses and moved in when along came a hungry wolf. "'Cause I'm hungry like the wolf." I'm being silly. He stopped at the front door of the straw house and called, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," cried the little pig. "Then I'll huff," roared the wolf, "and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he did blow the straw house in. But he puffed so hard that he blew the little pig right to the door of the wooden house. The second little pig opened the door and let his brother in. That was lucky. Yeah, that was very lucky. The wolf hurried to the wooden house and called, little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, cried the little pig. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, roared the wolf. He huffed, and he puffed, and he did blow the stick house in. But he puffed so hard that he blew the two little pigs right to the door of the brick house. That's lucky. The third little pig opened the door and let his brothers in. The wolf scurried to the brick house and called, little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, cried the little pig. There's the wolf. He's going over to the house. It's the brick house. Excuse me. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in, roared the wolf. He puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, but he could not blow in that sturdy little brick house. At last he gave up. Come with me tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, he called, and I'll show you Mr. Smith's fine turnip field. The next morning, the smart little pig got up at 7 o'clock. He hurried to the field and pulled some turnips. Then he skipped back home again. So that's the wolf tired from blowing. And he said, come with me to 8 o'clock. And that's the pig getting the turnips at 7. At 8 o'clock, the wolf came to the house. Are you ready to go to the turnip field, little pig? He called, smacking his lips. Oh, I went an hour ago, answered the little pig. I'm sorry. Oh my God, he said, oh, I went an hour ago. That's funny. Answered the little pig. Smell my juicy turnips cooking. Now the wolf was angry at being tricked, but he tried not to show it. Well then, he said kindly, come with me tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. I will show you the big apple tree in Mary Garden. The next morning, the little pig got up at 6 o'clock and hurried to the tree. He climbed it and was picking a basket of apples when the wolf came to the tree. Are the apples ripe? Called the wolf. Yes, said the smart little pig. I will throw one down to you. The little pig threw the apple far, far from the tree. It rolled across the grass to the distant corner of Mary Garden and nestled there in a hard to find spot. While the wolf was chasing it, the smart little pig jumped out of the tree and scurried to his brick house. So you ain't catching me. I don't know what you thought, wolf. You are not catching me. Forget it. You can forget it. That's something me and my grandma used to say to each other. That was funny. Forget it. I want to make sure you saw the picture. I'm not sure if I showed it. But the pig is in the tree and the wolf is running away. So now the pig can get down and run the other way. Excuse me. The next day, the wolf came to the house again. Little pig, he called, come to the fair with me tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. We will have a fine time seeing the sights. The next morning, the little pig got up at 5 o'clock and trotted off to the fair. He saw all the sights. He even bought a butter churn. He was on the way home when he saw the wolf coming toward him. The little pig hopped into his churn and began rolling over and over down the hill. He rolled right past the frightened wolf who had never seen a butter churn before. He rolled right to the door of the little brick house. So I don't know if I showed you the fair part. So this is when he went to the fair and he found the butter churn. And the wolf was at his house before that saying, go to the fair with me. And this is when he's inside the butter churn rolling down the hill. The next day, the wolf came to the house. He told about the round thing that had frightened him. Oh, laughed the smart little pig, that was my butter churn. When I saw that you were coming, I jumped in it and rolled safely home. I ain't worried about you, stinking wolf. You are not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me, okay? The wolf gnashed his sharp teeth in anger. Ah! You have tricked me many times, but you will never trick me again, little pig, he roared. I'm coming down the chimney to eat you. Quickly, he scrambled up on the roof of the brick house and made his way to the chimney. The smart little pig ran to the fireplace and whisked the lid off a pot of steaming water. When the wolf tumbled in, the little pig popped the lid in place. And that was the end of the wolf. Cuddles. They had wolf soup. Oh my gosh. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy, man. Oh. Well, the three little pigs danced all around the room. Then they settled down and lived happily ever after in the strong brick house with the thick door and the big chimney. The moral of the story is he built something that was sturdy and he built something that was going to last. And even though right now I'm transitioning, I'm in a new house, and I think I'm going to have a new house that's different than this very soon. But until then, I live here and I've built a nice foundation. You know what I mean? I think everything is okay. And that's what happens in life. You know, you change and transition, you make changes, new changes throughout your life. And um they can be scary at times, but just know that they're right for you. And the stuff that you're going through, if you keep pressing forward, if you keep working hard and pushing through problems, in the end, everything would be great and happy because you're going to find your happy place. You're going to find peace. Keep pushing toward through the pain and through the hardship and through tough times. You're going to find a happy place. You're going to find smiles and joy and peace. You're going to be happy. And you're not going to worry. I mean, of course, you're going to worry a little bit, but not like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Don't ever, try never to get to that point. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Just, oh no, I'm having a crisis. I'm having an issue, but I can do it. I can get through it. I can work hard and and I can defeat this challenge. You know, you shouldn't ever worry. You should always be optimistic about anything that's going on with you. You should always be positive. You should always be happy, even if you're going through a tough time. That's what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. So if you're going through a tough time, always try to be happy. Always try to be positive because when you see positivity in something bad, you'll reach that positive point where it's not bad anymore. It's just going to be positive and good. You're going to reach that happy place. And that's where we all need to be. I love you guys. So, really fast before I end, of course, I'm sending a shout out to Emmanuel Faith, Mary, Peter, Paul, and John. Emmanuel Faith, Peter, Paul. Wait, Emmanuel Faith, Peter, Paul, John, Mary. That's six. And I'm also sending a shout to Chris. Hi. And of course, sending a shout to my cuddles. I love you, cuddles. I love you so much. And I am so happy that you are my cuddles. So, until we see the next video, and that's going to be pretty soon, I might not have my braids on though. If I have to wait for my braids, it might be after. But I want to do something for Christmas. So, I might not have my braids on for the Christmas one. Hopefully I do, but if I don't, I'm letting you know in advance. But like I said, and I like myself, I like my real hair too, so I'm not worried about that. I love my braids, but I love my real hair too because I love myself. I love my authentic self. I love who I am without my braids. I could look at my hair and say, you know what? I like this afro. Or I like these straight hairs. I got grays on the side right here. I love my gray hair. I worked hard for them. I worked hard for these grays on the side of my hair. I'm not ashamed at all. Be proud of yourself. Be happy. Be happy for who you are on the inside. And I am. And that's why I'm letting you know. If I don't have my braids in, don't be angry. Just know that I'm being my authentic self. You guys have a great evening. I love you. Goodbye. Bye, cuddles. Abrazos y besos.